We haven't talked about the vaccine debate here on SciShow because there is no debate to have. Vaccines don't cause autism, and they save millions of lives every year. But there is a debate, whether or not it makes sense. And a lot of people counter this with ridicule, but we at SciShow aren't about judgment, we're about science and using it to better understand the world. We see the anti-vaccination movement as a phenomenon to be understood. So instead of making yet another statement about how yes, vaccines are good and no, they don't cause autism, let's use science to understand why fewer and fewer people are getting their children vaccinated.
Immunized, or infants that are too young to be immunized, or immunocompromised children that can't be immunized. These diseases spread very quickly and we see a lot of children dying. Two things that I do want to point out, because I do find that moms, when they come to my office, they don't understand this, is that vaccines are always changing and being improved thanks to vaccine technology. The vaccines we give today are very different from the vaccines that we gave 30 years ago. And you explained how vaccines work. There's those little immunologic particles in them, or immunogenic particles. And all the vaccines together today have less of those than one vaccine did 30 years ago. So that's something that parents don't understand.
You'll forgive me if I don't trust the pharmaceutical industry. I'm sorry, their bottom line is the dollar, my bottom line is my child. I don't trust the pharmaceutical industry.
You will find throughout vaccines that there are primarily two additives, and they are aluminum and some form of a mercury additive.
I mean, if you're trying to destroy the health and lives of millions of people all over the world, then yeah, I suppose the pro-vaxxers have a valid argument. Otherwise, they're completely full of shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Please allow me to back up. See, I'm an autism mom, and by autism mom, I mean I am the mother of a child who has been labeled autistic. And what does it mean to be autistic? It means that you have been physically, biologically, and cognitively impaired through the injection of a needle. This is not my opinion. This is not a gray area. This is not up for debate or in need of more study. This is a fact that is scientifically provable and verified by thousands, if not millions of parents across the world. I am one of them. I'm here to tell you that I watched my healthy son, who spoke, played, and gave eye contact freely, become a nonverbal, hyperactive, self-stimulatory, sick, and sometimes aggressive child who, following a round of, well, baby shots, could no longer remember how to go down a slide at a playground he'd been to a dozen times before. If you tell me there is no valid scientific evidence to prove this, you are wrong.
Next! Next! Come on!
Vaccines cause autism?
Well, I have 1 million results that say they don't, and 1 result that says they do.
I knew it.
Just because I have it doesn't mean it's true!